Imagine a dystopian world where Sasuke manages to awaken unimaginable powers. Come with me on this incredible journey beyond imagination. On a silent night, a dark omen hovered over the shinobi world. The clouds covered the moon, and the wind carried the weight of an inevitable destiny. Jura, direct descendant of the Otsutsuki clan, advanced towards Konoha, bringing with him the absolute power of the Jubi. His steps echoed like thunder, and each movement of the 10-tailed creature made the earth tremble. His intention was clear: erase the village from the face of the world. The ninjas knew that there was no defense capable of stopping that power. With Naruto imprisoned in another dimension and Konoha's forces reduced, destruction seemed inevitable. But in the middle of the darkness, a new hope arose, forged in secret by destiny. Sasuke, in his eternal solitary journey, had followed a trail of unknown energy. His eyes, the Sharingan and the Rinnegan, captured an ancient presence which seemed to call for him. This call led him to the ruins of a forgotten temple, a sanctuary erected by the very Otsutsuki clan thousands of years ago. There rested something that should never exist in the world of mortals: a fruit of the Jubi, crystallized in divine energy, carrying the essence of Shibai Otsutsuki, the being who transcended life itself and became an immortal entity. The air around it vibrated, and space seemed distorted, as if reality did not accept that object. Sasuke knew what was before him. The fruit was the key to an absolute power, but also a sentence that could destroy him forever. The dilemma arose in his mind: consume that essence and risk his humanity, or refuse and accept the fall of Konoha. He remembered Itachi, Naruto, Sakura, and mainly Sarada, his daughter. The weight of responsibility and the memory of the sacrifices made until then made his choice inevitable. With determination, Sasuke extended his hand, took the fruit, and consumed it. In the same instant, an explosion of energy crossed his body. His blood burned, his bones vibrated, his mind seemed to expand beyond space and time. The chakra of Shibai Otsutsuki now ran in his veins. Black marks began to spread through his skin, like living flames, until they concentrated in his palm, forming the symbol of karma. But this was not a common seal. It was the karma of Shibai himself, the maximum inheritance of the gods. His Rinnegan shone in an intense golden, and the Sharingan fused with the energy of karma, creating a new doujutsu that had never existed. Sasuke was no longer just an Uchiha. He had become an heir of Shibai Otsutsuki. Meanwhile, Jura approached Konoha, guiding the Jubi with an ancestral hatred. The walls of the village already trembled, and the ninjas prepared their resistance, even knowing that they were before an uncontrollable force. Then the space broke before the enemy, and from within a dimensional rift, Sasuke appeared. His very presence made the air vibrate, and even the Jubi recoiled for an instant. Jura faced the Uchiha with disdain and said, "Do you think you can face me alone, Sasuke? I have the power of the Jubi, nothing can stop my fury." But Sasuke remained in silence. He only raised his hand, revealing the flaming mark of the golden karma. The simple release of his energy made the ground shatter, and the sky open in lightning. Jura, irritated, channeled the chakra of the Jubi into a colossal sphere of destruction, ready to erase everything before him. But Sasuke looked calmly at the attack. His new doujutsu shone intensely, and with a simple thought, the sphere turned into cosmic dust, as if it had never existed. Jura opened his eyes wide, incredulous. Sasuke only replied, "This is not impossible. This is inevitable." The battle between them began, and the whole world seemed to tremble. Jura advanced with the monstrous power of the Yubi, launching blasts that could destroy continents. But Sasuke now moved at unreachable speeds, as if he were part of space itself. Each blow he struck created dimensional ruptures, and each glance paralyzed the enemy's chakra. The karma of Shibai granted him the ability to manifest techniques without hand seals, only with thought. Sasuke summoned black lightning, swords of divine energy, and portals that devoured the attacks of the Jubi as if they were nothing. The fight surpassed any human scale. The sky tore in thunder, the sea rose in gigantic waves, and the earth disintegrated under the pressure of the released energy. It was like watching gods rewriting the laws of existence. Jura roared, more and more furious, and then made a decision. He partially fused with the Jubi, becoming a colossal abomination, half human, half beast, and his strength multiplied absurdly. The space around him began to distort, as if reality itself rejected his presence. The ground opened in craters, and the air burned around his monstrous body. But Sasuke closed his eyes. In his mind, memories crossed him like lightning. His brother Itachi, his rival Naruto, his daughter Sarada, his wife Sakura, and all the weight of being an Uchiha. When he opened his eyes again, his doujutsu had reached the supreme form. In his gaze appeared a golden eye with 6 tomo, surrounded by the flame of karma. It was the peak of the power of Shibai Otsutsuki. With this form, Sasuke not only controlled space-time, but also the essence of reality itself. He raised the Kusanagi sword, now covered with divine chakra. The air around it shattered like glass. Jura, taken by hatred, launched his final attack, channeling all the fury of the Jubi in a roar that made the skies tremble. But Sasuke advanced with a single cut. His blade did not strike only the body of the enemy, but went through him in all dimensions at the same time. Jura screamed in despair, his fusion with the Jubi disintegrating into particles of light. The power that once threatened the world was undone before Sasuke's cut. Silence took over the battlefield. There was Sasuke, standing, with the karma still shining in his palm. His body was exhausted, but his aura remained firm. He had defeated Jura and the Jubi. The destiny of Konoha had been saved. Looking at the horizon, Sasuke thought of his journey. He knew that now he carried a power that could both save and destroy the world. The mark on his hand was a reminder that the line between hero and villain was thin. But for the first time in many years, Sasuke showed a slight smile. He had protected the village, protected Naruto, protected Sarada. He had proved that even destiny could be challenged when an Uchiha chose to fight. And thus, the legend of Sasuke Uchiha reached a new level. He was not only the last survivor of his clan, now he was the heir of the karma of Shibai Otsutsuki, a warrior with the power of a god. But what would he do with that power? That was a mystery that only time could answer. Did you like it? Then subscribe and activate the bell to receive more videos here on the channel.